Hello, people. Sorry, my network is pathetic. The network is weak. Yeah, but like I said, that I want to start uh, the moment of silence for our brother George Floyd. Okay, let me go straight into the nitty gritties. I want to state this that this morning I was called by Mr. Kauma Chomba Kauma, who said, Chella, uh, Lusambo wants to have lunch with you today so that we resolve these issues properly. Then when we've resolved these issues, we will go to State House to see the president. But first, the president said that you told me that no, the president has said that sort out the issues with Bowman, then you come to me. Now, me, I was like, I read the situation. I read because uh, I read between lines. Okay, I read between lines, and I said, "Oh, lunch." Now, let me give you a background. Fellow Zambians, you all know that I had a job, okay, to market Asenga lodges. My brother gave me a job. After going through what I was going through in my marriage and my relationship, he gave me a job. I was getting paid 25,000 kwacha. I was given a car, okay, and he even went on to say, I'm going to buy you a car at a Ford in the Copper Belt, and we got a quotation. And I started marketing Asenga lodges. You all, okay, and I started marketing, but then I started talking politics. Okay, and when I started talking politics, my brother said, no, Chela, you're talking politics. You can't you can't be associated with my business. You're doing politics. Because you know what, the way it is in our country, you can't do politics when you're a business person. Okay? You can't do business when you're a business a person. People are scared in this country to talk business. So, uh, when I was called to say, Chela, you need to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo, I read between the lines. I have been trying to call my brother Biflo to say, these guys, they are trying to separate you and me. They are trying to separate you and me. So you have to be very careful. If you remember very well, I posted a photo of Biflo on my Facebook trying to support him. I had told him, look at what they are writing. These people, they have seen that you and I are doing something that is positive. But my brother Biflo didn't want to hear me out. So I said, okay, fine. Maybe we have different agendas. My agenda is to speak for the poor Zambian people. And for me, when my brother told me to say stop politics, what, he really sat me down. He called me to his farm in Palavana. We walked in his tomato field. That's why I saw that there are Zambian farmers, Bakamba, who have made it in life. We walked 1 kilometer in the farm. He told me, Chella, this is politics. Stop. Let's focus on the business. You can do well. Okay? You can do very well with your business, with the businesses. Stop talking about politics. It will just dent your image. We walked in the farm. We went to think. Now, fellow Zambians, would I betray Zambians over lunch when I refused to betray my voice against corruption over a car, 25,000 kwacha salary, and a house in Roma? Okay? And a house in Roma? No. I personally have been trying to communicate with my brother Biflo. After I noticed that he was also looking for the people, I've been trying to communicate with him. I was called today. Okay? I was called today. Chella, we are going to have a meeting at State House, but first we are going to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo. I refused. I personally refused. I said, no. That's not me. I cannot go back on my word. Why would I go and meet those people that surround the president that don't tell him the truth? Those Zumani. Me, I go and meet Chris Zumani. I go and meet Isaac Chipampe. Why would I go and the same people that I was calling that they are, I was even feeling for my brother. Why would you write a letter? You write a letter to say you're taking to the president. You leave the letter at the gate. Now you enter in there to say you're writing a letter. You could have called Chella Tukuta. You could have called Mutale Mwanza. You could have called some people to say, guys, let's go. One thing I'll tell you, fellow Zambians, is that when we are in the public position, when you're in a position where we are, with a platform like this, there is a lot of people we represent. We represent a lot of people. And we as people have to be careful with the things we do because we are injuring the people. I refused to go to say no. Ine nshitobela okuya mukumona nabo bana tati baba president awe nisinalangu bamwena. Why would I go and lose respect from the Zambian people over lunch with Bowman Lusambo? When Bowman Lusambo insulted the youths and called the youths disgruntled, he called every one of us and he owes the apology to the Zambian people. There was no need for me to go and speak there and represent myself. No, and I want Zambians to know one thing. There is a lot of Zambians that have been calling me from across the world, telling me how they are standing with me. I love Zambia. I cannot betray the youths in Zongwe, the youths in Shangombo. I cannot disappoint the youths in Mansa, in Luapula. I cannot disappoint youths in Kitwe. I cannot disappoint youths around the country. I cannot do that. If there is one person, there is no way I'm going to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo. Since when did Bowman Lusambo invite me for lunch? Olo, the people I've been calling corrupt are the people I'm going to be standing with and take photos with. What message will I communicate to the Zambian people? And me, I want to say this. I want to say this. You people, for me, I stand on one thing. And that thing that I stand on is that I stand on what I believe in. I stand on what I believe in. I stand on my word. And my word will stand. I am a man of integrity. I feel sorry for my brother Biflo because it is difficult for you to defend the photo. It is very difficult for you to defend the photo. I know those tricks and those moves where people tell you to say, oh, come to State House, the president wants... No. Those things we know. I know these tricks. We know these things where people call you and tell you, oh, okay, you come and what. Me, I'm one person who's standing for the Zambian people. This fight for me is a fight against corruption. It's a fight against the wrong people that surround our president. And I want to tell you something, fellow Zambians. I cannot betray the country over lunch. I cannot betray the country because if I write a letter, and I want to tell my brother, Biflo, you write a letter, will that letter even reach the president? You get to the corridors of power. Did you even see the president? The people you saw there are his assistants. They managed you. They were smart. They got you. Even took photos of you. You left your phone at the gate. When you go to State House, you leave your phone at the gate. So you go in there, no phone. How do you even defend yourself? How do you even defend yourself? By the time you are leaving the State House, they have posted on social media, you are defeated. You are defeated. I have been trying to call Biflo, my brother, to say, to listen, my brother, these people, this is what is happening. This is what is happening. Now, nothing. So for me, I want you Zambians to understand that my big brother offered me an opportunity, gave me a brand new car, gave me a house, a good salary. But I refused. Would I surely compromise my integrity? I had lost. And there you go and say, no, I took a letter. A letter. Did you ask Mutali Mwanza? Did you tell Mutali Mwanza to say, Chella, oh, I'm going to State House? Did you call Chella Tukuta to say, I'm going this side? And me, I want to make this clear. The PF cadres that are being used to communicate with me, I will expose. Don't communicate with me. Okay? Zambians are suffering. Things in our country are not okay. There is poverty in this country. I cannot betray the Zambian people that are suffering. Bowman Lusambo, when he called us disgruntled youths, he did not just call Chella disgruntled. He called every Zambian youth disgruntled. And he needs to apologize to every Zambian. And that's why I refuse to say, I'm not going to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo. If the president wants to meet me, if there is an appointment to see the president, I will go to State House. Let's meet the president from State House. I'm not going to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo. And I refuse to have lunch with Bowman Lusambo. Okay? And what I want to tell the Zambian people is that Chella is not that poor or that what to go and compromise for the sake of lunch, for the sake of just to go and see those people that are around the president who are giving him wrong advice are the people I should go and have a meeting with. No, I have already told you. And what I want to say is, you people, when I started speaking against corruption, when I started calling out people that are corrupt in our government, you people started just talking. Hey, I stand with this guy. You don't even understand why is Chella like this? Why is Chella speaking like this? You just started jumping on it. No, there is so much in the country. Look, when you want to be an activist or you want to speak you want to speak out, you need to know where you're standing. You need to know where you're standing. You need to know your ground, your foundation. Okay, in any movement, you need to be very strategic. You need to be strategic. Okay, now they were very smart. And I knew, Chella, let's go and have lunch with Boma and Lusambo. They wanted to take photos. Then what would my Zambian people say? Chella was dining with the people that he has called corrupt. Look, how many Zambians have applied for jobs and those letters have been delivered? You're right, I took a letter to the president. I took a letter to the president. Which letter? You are representing yourself. You are not representing us. Chella has been representing the Zambian people that are suffering. Those are the people that I'm representing. I'm not representing myself. I'm representing my brothers and sisters in the villages who are affected by high levels of corruption, misappropriation of public funds. Those are the people I am speaking for. I was called for lunch. I refused. To date, they cannot come and say, oh, Chella came and had lunch. No. I am very stable with a conscience. I am very stable with a conscience. Okay? My conscience is very clear. My conscience is very stable. So, I cannot betray Zambia over lunch. And I was even calling my brother Biflo to say, try to call him to hear, to say, look, these things, these guys are calling me. Listen, this is what you need. I want omuntu ngaleetarefa okukitananikani fish ninga kitaine kumuleka aya kumuleka aya. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I could do. My brother asked me what he could do with me to do. I can build a studio for you. I will do this for you. Don't talk about politics. I told him my conscience. When I see the Zambian people suffering, my conscience, yes, I can get all these things. I've got an opportunity. I've got all these privileges. Let me clear this. I've got all these privileges. I have people that have offered me to say, no, Chella, as long as you stop what you're talking about, we are going to offer you this. I have refused. When I was starting this movement to talk about against corruption, this movement, and to inspire the youths out there to say we need to be speaking out, you needed to know what you're doing. It's not just a thing of waking up. No, we are tired. Enough is enough. I stand with him. What are you standing for? Do you know what that person is standing for? That person is representing their needs. So in India, mwana number 3. Kuvyama triplets. There'll be triplets. No. I know the triplets. I refuse. The twins are enough. And politicians are very clever. Politicians are very clever. It's about, this guy is speaking. How do we get him? Got him. Chop. Fell into their trap. Done. So, for me, I want to assure Zambian people and every Zambian that I shall not compromise and I shall not relent. And I want to tell every Zambian across the countrywide that 22nd June 2020, I am joining all peace-loving Zambians, okay, that want to present their petition. All the youths across the country, go to the office of the district commissioner. Let us have a peaceful protest. Don't come in your party regalia. We don't want people to come with party regalias. We don't want people to come with party regalia. 22nd June, I am joining that peaceful protest. And I would love to appeal to our IG, Mr. Kanganja, sir. Sir, there is no one who's going to come armed. Why would you send armed? Why would you threaten us with armed officers? Mr. Kanganja, sir, in the United States, Donald Trump told his general to release, to hammer those people on the streets. The general had a conscience and refused and said, we are sworn to protect the people. Mr. Kanganja, sir, you are sworn in by our president to protect the citizens of this country. We are the people that voted for the party that is in power. Okay? We voted for the people in power. And I want to appeal to your conscience that the 22nd June is a peaceful protest. It's a peaceful protest. So, outfits we are wearing, if it's black, let's wear black. Let's go peaceful. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. We are a peaceful country. We are a peaceful nation. We are a peaceful country. Zambians are peaceful people. And that protest is peaceful. We are only coming with our voters' cards and our NRCs and also our certificates because we have no jobs. For me, and I want people to understand this, our movement or this movement, the baddest movement, do not confuse people to someone just wakes up and starts talking and crying. People are suffering. The baddest movement is a movement that is trying to call out people that are wrong. The wrong people advising our president. The corrupt people that are misappropriating our funds in this country. And I want to state this. We are not a violent movement. We are a peaceful movement. We are a I'm not going to be bought for anything. I'm not going to be bought for anything. and no one will buy me. No one will buy me. And I want to say this. There is a disgruntled, not really disgruntled, but there is a disgruntled human being on Facebook who might even be watching this video. Busy calling Chella names, calling what. It's not me who made you lose popularity. Stick to your thing. And I want people to understand this. When you start speaking for the people, know why you are speaking for the people. Know why you are speaking for the people. Us is a peaceful movement. Finish and we have a lot of educated policemen from the University of Zambia, from different universities. They understand the law. And I would love to appeal to their conscience. Protect the Zambian people. Our president in Chirundu said that, there are people who are trying to civil societies and all. I was sad to understand that our president, I don't know. These people advise the president. You were telling the president, giving him wrong information to say there are people funding us. I personally, there's no one who's funding me. There's no one who's giving me money. Go and check in. You have the machinery, state machinery at hand. Go and check in my bank account. Whatever it is, check. Okay. I want to state that I was equally invited for lunch. I was equally called, but I refused to that. And I want to tell Zambian people that I'm not scared for anything. A good name is better than expensive perfume. I'd rather leave a name, a clean name, to say Chella stood for something. Chella stood for something and Chella believed in something. So, I did not attend any meeting. I refused. And I want to state that I told my brother, B-Flow, I was trying to tell him to say, these moves, these guys have called me. What are you up? He didn't tell us. Maybe because he had State House and he was like, hey, State House, me I had access to the president. Why would I go and siege Pampe when my concern is telling my president what's going on in the country? Why would I go and see those boys? No way. Zuman was my friend. I know Zuman. Chris Zuman. I know Chris Zuman. That's why maybe he didn't tell me. I cannot be excited over State House. I used to walk in those corridors there. I cannot be excited to say, oh, I've been caught. Hey, no. No. This, for me, is a voice. This voice is a voice for the children in Shangombo, for the children in Keyema, for the children in Mwansabombwe, for the children in Kwakaputa, for the children in Chama district, for the children in Vubwi, for the youths across the country who are suffering. I am not going to disappoint the Zambian people. I'm not going to accept anything, no bribe, no nothing, not even lunch. No. My conscience, why would I go and start dining with someone that was insulting the youths, calling them disgruntled, useless, stupid, all kinds of names? then I go and sit down and start eating with that person, dining with that person, what will Zambians think of me? What will Zambians think of me? Zambians would think that I'm also not straight. Chella means inshimbi. Chella means meto. Chella is meto. Ini, I cannot think solo and disappoint the majority Zambians. Older brother, and I miss him very much. If he's watching this video, I miss you very much, my brother. He told me, stop politics, stop this Chella, and focus on your business. A lot of people have told me, Chella, forget on your business. Forget politics and focus on your business. But my conscience is that why would I, a lot of people are suffering. What, I'll tell you something about me. There's a lot of people, I have adopted a child. There's a lot of people that I've adopted, children that I've adopted, that I help. I think of those children. I'm that person who doesn't think of just me. No. Our brother Kings Malembe said, no, Dad, I'm the son in the house. I could have come. I could have called you. Now, the problem also with you Zambians is that you were those guys had their own agendas. I had my own agenda.